Okay, hello. We are going to draw Belle today at the request of a friend. So here we go. I'm gonna talk you through it this time. Usually I don't do that, but let's do it together. Okay, we're gonna start with her head, and she's gonna be standing. So let's give us a little bit of space for her to stand. And I'm gonna draw this little circle. And then I like to do some hash lines. I have a pencil that has no eraser, so it helps me kind of get used to not erasing, at least right away. Okay, so we're gonna do the hash lines to kind of let us know where her face is gonna be and her eye placement. Okay, and then we're gonna kind of draw like a stick figure body real fast. So she's kind of going like that. Okay, so we're gonna do like one line like this. Her shoulders are gonna be right here. Gonna bring it in real nice and tight for her tiny little waist. We're not gonna really see it, but it's just gonna help you kind of know where her body placement is. Okay, right here, we're gonna make kind of a curved line like her hip. And we're gonna go all the way down to about right here. Just make kind of like a little, you wanna know where her foot's gonna be, that's where it's gonna be. And we're gonna do her other hip. Okay, so kind of want her foot to come out like this. Okay. Now we're not going to really concentrate on her waist too much because I'm going to put a book in front of this area. So, but let's concentrate on what we're going to do on the bottom part first. So we're going to put her dress, and we're drawing my favorite Belle, which is in the blue and white outfit. So we're going to draw the bottom part of her dress. Come out like this. You're gonna make it nice and flowy. So we're gonna do one line a little bit outside of that hip line we did. Okay, and then over here, we're gonna come from her waist, and we're gonna draw, kind of want it flowing. So, you know, you can make some pretty, just slightly wavy lines will help you kind of get how we want to do it. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more. Just a couple of lines just to kind of help us figure out where we want the dress part to go. Right where her belly button would be, I'm going to start right here. Let's see. We're going to go from here to about here. We're going to make one nice line. Okay, and then from here to here, we're gonna connect it in a nice kind of bowl or curved shape, like that. Okay. This part right here is gonna go like an upside down U. I'm gonna do an upside down U and then curve it back up to all the way up there. Okay, and we're gonna add one little line right there. Don't go over that. Just kind of shows that this is the under part of her dress. Okay, so I kind of like that. Okay, and you can always make your lines darker at the end. I'm just kind of liking where I'm putting these, so I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, so right over this, gonna draw her apron part. Let's see, I'm gonna have it come from here next to her belly button and then go like this. And then from here, we're gonna come in a tiny bit right there. And we're gonna make kind of like another one of these, but a little bit flatter. So watch me first. We're gonna go like this. It's kind of like a really flat N. Okay. Okay, and then from here, like the edge, we're gonna make a line that comes in, not all the way, just kind of up a little bit. Okay, now there's a lot of lines. It's gonna drive you nuts. Just leave it for now. When I'm gonna show you how to ink this, and then it'll be a lot easier and you'll love it. Okay, let's finish her foot. Okay, so gonna be 2 lines. She has a little tiny foot. Okay, go down, and then you're gonna curve it out. Okay, that's 1 foot, and then we're gonna put her little tiny ballet slippers on. Okay, and you can always color that later, but this is to let you know that that's her shoe. Okay, and then the other side, do the same thing. She's kind of not stepping on this one. She's kind of just toe touching. So let's see if I can help you make this. Not so much of an exaggerated angle here. We're just kind of lightly. It looks like she has big feet, doesn't it? Okay. And then little ballet slipper. Now I'm not really liking the size of one of them. It looks a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna kind of adjust this one. Okay, now they look a little bit even. Okay, they just look different because they're at a different angle. Okay, so we have her dress down. Okay, let's add her shoulder part. Okay, so we're gonna start from the bottom of her chin, where her chin would be. I'm gonna make some curving. And these are just gonna help us kind of figure out how to place her neck. Okay, so we're gonna curve from here. These are just gonna be her shoulders. I'm actually put the book in here so you guys know where we're gonna place it. So let's start from right here, from the corner of her shoulder, and we're gonna go to the outside of this one, and we're gonna go the binding's gonna be right here. So let's go this that way. And the binding, we can make it go right here. Okay, now don't draw the book too hard yet because we got to draw her hands on here. So don't draw the sides too hard. Okay, that's where the book's gonna be. Okay, so then her shoulder is gonna come out a tiny bit more, and I'm gonna have it go like this. Make that little curved line. And let's see. I'm gonna have her hand come right here. We're gonna draw her wrist probably about right here. So let's we're gonna curve it out a tiny bit. Have some shirt lines. Okay, and then I'm gonna curve her hand. It looks weird right now, but it will look good, I promise. Okay, and then we're gonna, her thumb is gonna be here. Okay. Okay, and we can fix these later with pin. Right now I'm just gonna kind of put that there. Her hand looks like kind of like a claw, but we can fix it. Okay, and then we're gonna draw the other part. Okay, and that's just her wrist coming from out here. Okay, and some of her shirt. Okay, now we can kind of darken these lines a little bit. All right, so now let's work on her shirt part. So her shirt, she has that cute little collar thing going on. Gonna make a couple lines right here. Feel free to pause. I do move a little bit fast and I'm really sorry about that. I have children and I don't want them to burst in. Okay, so here's your little collar. Here's this, her little blue apron part, or her vest part. Let's see. Okay. All right, I think I'm liking how everything looks. And then, okay, so now we can do like these cute little, her apron parts. So the tie part. So what I would do is just make 2 squiggly lines like that. Make this one a little bit longer. Okay, so you can go like this. We're just gonna follow it like that. Okay, and then the other one's gonna be the same way. Okay, here's her little apron strings. All right, people, let's do the hard part. All right, so we're gonna try to zoom in on her face. Gotta move my camera a little bit. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So her face. Okay, so we're gonna do the crown of her hair first, like this. She has that little part in the middle. Okay, and then it kind of comes down like that. And then we're going to shape her face. Okay, add her cheek. I'm gonna put her chin about right here. So we're gonna go like that. And we're gonna curve this up. Okay. And then let's see, I want her ear kind of right here. So we'll put her ear and then another little line. We can fix this later too if we don't like it. Right now I think it's okay. Okay, and then we're gonna add her nose. My line is a tiny bit off. It's kind of like the top of her eyes. So let's do her eyes. I want her eyes like right, and here she pretty little, a little slightly bigger almond shaped eyes. So and this one's gonna be a tiny bit bigger because that part is closer to us. Okay, and then we're gonna draw her nose. Just a tiny little line. And then one little mark. And do eye placement. Let's see. Okay, so we're doing that. And her eyebrows. She's singing, so that's why it kind of looks like that. She looks a little bit worried, but we can fix it. Okay. And let's do her mouth. Okay, so right here, it's gonna look like she's smiling. So let's do that first. Go like this, curve it up like that. Okay, so the basic part. Now we're gonna add her lips. Come out from this line a tiny bit. And then you're gonna come up and curve it like that. And then another one. And then curve it to the corner. And we can do this. Okay, we're gonna leave a line right there. So it kind of looks like she has teeth now, kind of strange looking. And then we're gonna color this part. So that's just her teeth. And then from that, right here and right here, we're gonna curve all the way around. See, so it's her lips. Okay. So now we're going to add her hair. Okay, it's gonna come right above her eyelashes, so like that. And then her other one is gonna come right here. So let's go like this. Kind of looks like a big M. M. Okay, and then we're gonna come out from here and bring it out like this. And we're gonna go right behind her neck for this one, so kind of like that. And then we're gonna kind of follow the cap of her head, but make it a tiny bit bigger because she has volume. She's a Disney princess. Lots of pretty volume in her hair. Okay. All right, and then let's add her bow. She has a pretty little bow. It's gonna be fairly easy. We're gonna just come out like this and we're gonna go up. Okay. And then all you have to do to make it look like a bow is go like this. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna add her ponytail part. And let's see. I'm gonna have it kind of come out like that. And that can actually be just one strand. So if you just follow your line, do that. And then you can do another one of those, but a little bit thicker, like that. Okay, and then last one, and then you'll just fold right into this one. And I don't know if I like this part, so I might do this with my pen. So I'm gonna show you how to pin it, and then we can erase all these, and then you'll see how awesome it is. So what I like to use is a micron pen, but they're a bit expensive for kids, so you can get like those Sharpies, the finer line Sharpies. Sorry, my camera's not that great to work with right now. There we go. So I like to use microns, but if you don't have one, the thinner Sharpies are good. Okay, I'm gonna show you the Sharpie just because this is for a kid. So we will use this. Okay, and now what we're just gonna do is just ink everything, just with really gentle, follow your lines. Don't be in a rush like me. And then this is where you can fix your lines too, where you, if you had any lines you didn't like, you can fix it. Okay. So I'm gonna go over that instead. Okay. And hopefully you didn't hear that. Okay, and then here's this, and draw her eyelashes. Her little nose. Okay, her mouth is gonna be hard unless you made this big because Sharpies are not thin. That's why I like microns. You can see the difference in tip size. One's way fatter, so that's why I like microns, but we're gonna do it. Okay, so my kids are torturing each other. Sorry. Okay, so there's that. We make her neckline, her shirt collar, her overalls, her book, okay, and then we're going to draw her fingers, her thumb, okay, and then her shirt. Okay, notice how I didn't do that line right there. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. Draw her fingers, her shirt line, and I think I got everything there. I'm gonna double check with that book. Okay, and now we're gonna do the ribbon, other ribbon. Okay, apron first. Let's do the apron. Okay. Okay, now a dress. Okay. Gonna do this line, and just a tiny bit of that line. You don't need all of those all the way down because it was just to help us mark it. Okay, her feet. Okay, I think I got everything. So now, I like to use these erasers. They come in a sketch kit, I think, but any eraser should work, but test it on something before you erase something that you want to keep, because sometimes erasers will spread the ink around, or they don't erase right, and I don't know, it's just a pain. So we're gonna test a tiny area like on her foot and see what it does. So looks like it's doing good. So we're gonna start at the top of her head, erase all these lines. Okay. Okay, now you pretty much have your own coloring page of Belle. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Okay. So now We have Belle. I'm gonna just kind of finish her eyes off a little bit with my tiny micron because that's bugging me. Okay, and then, so what you do is you would just color her in with either watercolor, your markers, your colored pencils, crayons. I would suggest watercolor or colored pencil. It just looks prettier to me. I'm not a marker artist other than the Sharpies I'm using right now. I guess I am a marker artist, but yeah, my medium is watercolor for sure. So I will do a fast painting of this so you guys can see how I like to color it, and then hopefully you like the video. Don't forget to sign.